Hi, so we're on the roof of the Balboa family in Phoenix, Arizona, where we can see that they've experienced quite a bit of wind damage throughout their roofing system. We see a lot of wind torn off shingles. We see some that are folded and bended over, a lot of that are missing teeth. I'm going to do a removal and a replacement of one of these shingles. It's going to be this one right here. We can see that it's got a large crease through it. It's been flopping around in the wind. So first what I'm going to want to do is get you guys set up so everyone can view the work. I think that gives everybody a good angle. Sometimes on these steeper pitched roofs, it's hard to set up the phone and keep it going. What we have here is we have a dimensional shingle. It's held in place by 4 fasteners, 1, 2, 3, 4. Above it, we have 2 books of shingles. One that starts about 4 inches on the previous shingle and then runs almost the entirety. Where this second book of shingle starts, it runs about 4 to 6 inches. So we have this book and this book above it. We have nails in the nail strip. We also have nails in the 2 books above it in their nail strip that hold the very back of a shingle that we're going to be removing in place. So what we're first going to want to do in Arizona, you got to get these seal strips broken. This you have to do very slow and methodically. You're just trying to break the glue that has held this shingle for the last X amount of years together. You just want to get that tar strip broken apart. So you just do that slowly, carefully, putting a little bit of pressure on the shingle so that you don't rip or tear anything. All right, so we've got it from the first one. Now we're going to do the second. We don't got to do all of the second one because, like I said, it only stretches to cover about 6 inches. So we need to go a little bit further back than that. There we go. All right, we have the seal strip taken care of. Now we need to deal with the nails that hold the shingle in place. So what we're going to do is we're going to get underneath with our separation tool. And we're just going to gently pop it from the fasteners that hold it in place. All right, now we got the ones in the back we need to address. So we're going to slide it a little bit further to the back and do the same thing. Just put a little bit of pressure on it. Trying to get the fastener to release it. All right, looks like we should have a good pathway to get this to come out now. See what we can do. Unfortunately, this nail is going to protrude through here, so we're going to have to break open some of the seal of the shingle above it. All right, let's see if we can get some of these nails removed. Here's one. Here's 2. All right, let's see what we're working with here. Looks like we broke free of all those. Let's see what we can do now. Bam, we have the shingle removed. Now what we're going to want to do is clear away our surface. We're going to inspect underneath for any protruding nails. The ones from the previous nail strip that are sticking up, we got to get those out so when we slide the shingle in, we have a free and clear surface. Okay, we've got all 4 nails out. Perfect, we've got a free and clear surface. Looks like we should be able to reinsert. Let's go ahead and take the same shingle, same metrics, everything. Let's go ahead and give this a shot. All right, so now we got those staples in the back that still kind of have lips on them. we'll just go up and over those to get this back in place. Boom, it looks like we are lined up. We are in, but I can start to see already that we have a few problems. You can see that this tooth has become delaminated. I see a little bit of that same thing right here. It's not good when the teeth delaminate. The next gust of wind are likely to get under that and just rip that shingle to shreds. Now I've got 1¼ per code roofing nails. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my roofing snake, which is recommended tool, and I am going to start the reinsertion process. So what I'm going to first want to do is start at the very end of the shingle, which is right here. Line the nail up in the nail strip and gently put it in. Now I'm going to do the same thing here. We can see that the strike marks from this roofing snake actually fracture the shingle above it. That exposes the fiberglass. Eventually that'll just crack away. The more fiberglass that's exposed, the more likely it is for the shingle to actually fail. Boom, that's in. We see the same thing here. A big indention from the roofing snake. And now we'll go into our second book of shingles underneath it. And put in our last nail. Same thing here. We can see the granules just falling off of this shingle. You can see an impact mark here. So now this shingle book is back in place. It's held in tight. But unfortunately, what we see is impact strike marks from the roofing snake breaking the fiberglass. We see that this tooth has now become delaminated or not hooked. This one as well. Same thing. That's just from striking it, just from cutting that glue. This one has held its mud. Looks like it's pretty good. But this one as well. We can also see a large crease of some sort right here. That's not good. This tooth of this shingle has been damaged and compromised just from this impact strike and just from removing the nails. We haven't even lifted the shingle up higher than to get what's necessary to get anything out. And we see a crease right here. I can see, impact mark here. Yeah, this is creating more damage than it's solving. Now we have damage to 2 books of shingles to replace 1. I consider this a fail.